Hello, welcome to our second Bounty Judgment Day. We are going to be awarding the best PR submissions. I'm here with Rasa and Kirtana from Memanto. We are happy we had more than 100 submissions, so it was a very tight competition. I'm not going to talk too much. I just pass it to Rasa and Kirtana to tell us more about the LangGraph and Memanto um, integration.
Yeah, so we got a lot of integrations. We were mainly looking for a few things. We were looking for that it integrates with Momanto properly, so it properly uses Momanto's features. We're looking for that it uses its memory types, and we're hoping that they provided a good demo video that they can show that it works. They have an LLM they can use, and then it'll actually we can run it locally, and then we can see that it works on our side as well. So first off, I want to show our winner. We'll start off with our winner, and our winner is Suraj here. So
Suraj
Suraj,
again.
yeah,
Yep.
Suraj again. It's our last bounty winner as well. But what he did was he overrided the LangGraph base store. So the base store is like the core memory system that LangGraph uses, and it's how LangGraph natively handles long-term memory. And Suraj meticulously went into all of its abstract methods and carefully analyzed what Momanto can and can't do, and integrated every single method according to Momanto and converted all of the abstract methods properly. So very good job to him. He has a long 2-minute demo video using a Streamlit UI showing us the interactiveness with Momanto. So congratulations to Suraj.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I would just say to people who are using LangGraph, you're welcome. Fix the memory issue with LangGraph. A lot of people had this issue. That's the reason why we started the bounty, just to make improvement, to have this advantages that specialized memories have, long-term memories have, and apply it to really professional agentic tools like LangGraph for just better experience and higher usage, right? So yeah, back to now, Kirtana, if you want to add something.
So I think now we want to go into the runner-ups. We just went into the winner, but we want to go into the people and the PRs that we just want to recognize for doing a lot of good work. So I'm gonna start out with PR 453 by Jojo 2A. So I just want to say very well done with your integration. I can see you are one of the few people who posted a valid demo video, and I tested this locally, and your demo worked perfectly as well. I
Right.
apologize for the false positive from CodeRabbit, because this was a very solid tool-based integration that isn't missing any elements, and it makes great use of Memanto's native memory typing. And we also really appreciate the amount of social traction that you got with your Reddit post, so thank you so much for that. Um, you actually were a serious contention for the winner, but as we saw, we had another PR which used a different method of integration,
Mhm.
as you just saw with Suraj, and it involved creating, as we said, the Memanto store and implementing the LangGraph base store, and we decided to give the winner to that one, but yours was also really, really well done. So we're going to be
So
merging your PR as well as the other ones, and
yeah,
thank you so much for your hard work.
so I will be talking to these contributors. We really like them, so they're on the top 5% of the submissions. So we want to integrate them. We only can give the cash prize to one person, but we have other prizes. We have a credit usage on the platform, credits that we can offer to these contributors. Um, and they become part of the Memanto family, and the contribution goes into production. Yeah. Who's next?
Yeah. So our next person I want to announce is, we got this load, is Haroon. So they actually had a very similar integration. They used a tool-based integration, and I looked through it. It's very solid. They have open router references to open router API keys. I ran it locally. It works. The tool-based integration is solid. It's nice and compact. Yeah, the code's clean. Just generally, I found it to be a very solid integration, and it contained a lot of elements that many other PRs didn't have. So congratulations to Haruna as well.
Yeah, very nice. Very well done. Thank you so much. So who's next?
And then the next PR that we'd like to recognize is PR 472 from Extreme Woo. So we really liked this integration as well. It was actually a hybrid integration. And so like it was a hybrid integration. A tool-based approach is one of the ways that we wish for Memanto to be integrated with LangGraph. And in this PR, we did see a few bugs that I'd like to point out just super quickly. So one of the bugs was that we noticed you constructed your API headers a little bit incorrectly. Murche, it accepts the X API, X-API- key schema rather than Baron. And so the demo unfortunately didn't work. And also this PR bypasses the official Memanto SDK in favor of writing custom HTTP wrappers.
Mhm.
So there are a couple bugs that prevented this demo from running, but we would still like to merge this PR because we really appreciated the hybrid integration. So thank you so much for submitting this one.
It's not a big no-no if you use the API endpoint directly, right?
Mhm.
But SDKs is just easier. We are talking about Murche SDK, official Murche SDK. It just makes it easier if you use them. But if you go directly for the API, that's good too, especially if you can do it faster and more efficiently. Yeah, great work, Extreme Woo. Who's next?
And yeah, I do have like a bit of a self-made scoring system
Hmm.
about all the people we wanted to recognize. And so the next person we want to recognize is PR448. So this is by Shuibui, and most of the PRs we want to recognize are tool-based. I believe tool-based was the easiest to integrate with Momanto because doing a base store integration is extremely difficult and required the meticulous effort that Suraj put in. But there were a couple bugs on this, but I found the code was really solid and it only had a few bugs and it pretty much worked as expected. And so I'd like to recognize Tribui as well for their integration.
Yeah, great work. Um, this is great. All of these people who we mentioned here would also be receiving platform credits. Now, who's the next? How many do we have
Yep. And
introduced
that
so
was
far?
it.
I think that
That's
was it. Yeah.
Okay, so there were 5 people in total, correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
So yeah,
One
we will
winner
be
and
in
then 4
touch with you
runner-ups.
guys. You did amazing work. Suraj won the cash prize again. It seems that he takes the bounty very seriously, and he spends a lot of time deep thinking and implementing. So we really appreciate that. But maybe we should keep Suraj away from the next bounty just to give others the opportunity. But that's great. Thank you. Don't want this video to be too long. Please stay tuned. We want to announce number four, a bounty number 4, very soon. So Kirtana and Rasa are working on it to draft it and really polish it. But we still have number 3 ongoing. So if you're interested, you can contribute and come and help us. And as you know, Memanto is an open source community project feel free to jump in to create issues, to help others, to create use cases, and just to use it along with any kind of agent that you already use, and just see the difference and tell us about how it makes difference in your agentic experience. Without further ado, anything else, guys, you want to add?
I think we just wanted to thank everybody who contributed and made a submission to this bounty. And we got over 100 submissions for this one issue, so we had to make some tough choices on who to pick. But we really, really, really appreciate everybody who contributed, who put in all their effort. And because of your hard work, we were able to understand how LangGraph and Memanto can be integrated. And just as we know that you guys learned a lot from this bounty, we also learned a lot from your submissions. And we're really excited for the next bounty. And thank you so much.
Yeah, awesome. Thank you. Good one. Bye.